What do we call the current hairdo? Do you have a name for that?
Man, I can't really say. It was just like at first it just started off growing, and then, everybody was like, "Is that a shag?" And then it got longer. So I was just like, at this point, next time you ask me, I'm gonna just say it's in progress. So
It's Lataimua.
yeah, Lataimua in progress right there.
Maybe fair to say this was one of your best weeks of practice dating back 4 or 5 years now. It just seemed like you kind of turned it up a notch in playmaking and just kind of your energy and your vocal leadership. Was there something that maybe clicked over the weekend, or just kind of feel like you felt a little more comfortable at strong safety?
I say definitely coming now from spring ball, I feel a lot more comfortable with just the coverages, every single play call we have. I understand like where my help is, starting to understand like the D-line fronts. But the main thing for me was just like these past couple of weeks, really over this month, especially with the alumni coming in to talk to us. I think one of the biggest things that hit me was like having a mindset to not let your teammate or your brother down. I'm sure I'm accountable to being their teammate, but in my heart, I'm truly responsible for not letting them down. So, yeah.
College Football 25 has you as a 71 overall. Is that too low?
I can't really say nothing about the game, It's just, it is what it is. I'm ready for real life stuff, though.
So you're picked towards the end of practice. Of course, you've got the whole sideline running down to celebrate. What does it feel like to make a play like that and then to celebrate afterward?
Really, it's true joy and pure happiness right there, Just like I said, not letting my teammates down, like making those plays, it just comes from the D-line, them doing their job, or my free safety getting over to help me. Sure, we may have busted some coverages, but one thing my coach told me is playing hard will make up for some of that stuff sometimes. So sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you just do your job.
We have scrimmage coming up in 2 days. What are some of the goals that you have for yourself? What do you want to show out there?
Really, truly for myself, I just want to finish and continue with this mindset that, like I just have to play free. When I play free, when I play happy, when I'm showing energy towards my teammates, I tend to, like you guys have seen, just make plays and just have fun. But I think the biggest thing for me would just be finishing. I definitely want to focus on tackling every time we get to go live. But biggest thing for me is just making sure I'm trustworthy back there.
Is there anybody on the defense who's helped you the most, or who's stepped up and been there for you?
Really, I'm seeing the collective from my whole safety room. Big shout out to Tanner Moku. He's played this position for his whole career here, and with this change, it's been nothing but a beautiful battle between us two, because we compete every day. But he's helping me every single chance he gets. Like if there's any alignments that I'm missing or simple stuff that I'm missing, he'll remind me like, "Hey Jack, go back to the basics, get to 10 yards." But a big shout out to Moku for just always being my right hand.
How huge were plays like that, like your interception and other big defensive plays, for a practice that's right before a first fall scrimmage?
For me, it just felt like another play being made. Obviously, like those are big, when in reality, when it comes to, fourth down stops or even goal line matters or red zone matters. But honestly, for me, that's just as big as another sack. The D-line, somebody up front really bull rushing and crushing the dashboard. We talk about it all the time, stopping the run, pressuring and confuse the QB, everything else like that. That's just another play that having to fall into my hands. And like my coach says, like we got to have those down there.
When the defense wins at the end of practice like that, how much have you noticed when the offense kind of has to live with it for like another day or a few days, and what's that kind of like in the locker room?
Oh, we definitely make them pay for it. I can't even lie to you about that. Like, as many times as you guys seen them win, like they're in there in the locker room talking about it all day, just eating the ice cream in front of us. And when we get our chance, we're gonna capitalize. I tell my guys like, go enjoy it, man. You don't get those back, so I'm gonna make sure they feel it.
So is there ice cream like after most practices then?
Lately it's been ice cream. Yesterday we won the little competition on the, what was that? The little bouncy house. Yeah, but we had icicles yesterday, so I'm glad it's ice cream. It's hot out here, man. It's hot.
You mentioned hearing from some of the alumni here over the weekend. Was there like anybody in particular whose message kind of stuck with you, and who was that?
All of them really, but I took two things from two people. One of each. Gino Simone, he's really where I got the accountability part. Not letting my brother down. He kind of just reminded me that, I can't waste a day out here with anybody. Whether it's a freshman right next to me, it's my responsibility to help him be better. And then Marcus Trufant, he said that once he played against Jerry Rice, you know, like the biggest thing he noticed is for the greats, they're able to do that for so long and be great for so long because they don't get tired of doing the little things over and over and over. And, you know, hopefully I can try and follow that same path, just try to do the simple things right.
With you moving to safety, did the coaches kind of, you know, approach you during the off season and kind of tell you that was going on, or how did that kind of conversation go?
It really, kind of came towards the end. Like, I kind of had a feeling at the end, like when Jaden Hicks left, I was like, I know we're going to have to start moving a lot of people around. There's got to be a lot of depth changes, and everybody's got to be, you know, versatile. So whether it's Tyson being able to play nickel next or Jure being able to play strong next. I kind of knew at the end, and then towards the beginning when we got back, Coach Malone and Dicker were telling me to just trust the process and that this is where I truly need to be, and they feel like this would be the biggest help for the team. So I just trusted that.
Yeah, and then I think you mentioned just having the free safety help allows you to know kind of where your help is coming from. I think on that play, if I'm not mistaken, it was Tyson that was on the field with you.
Yeah.
What does he do for you, just kind of being out there on the field with him?
That guy right there, another shout out to him. Like you asked anybody in the safety room, big shout out to Tyson. You know, he came here and just, ever since he's gotten here, he's been making plays and trusting in the process. Every day I see him, that dude's got a big old smile on his face, you know, ear to ear, big old smile. And he's like always willing to just be humble and listen to what you have to say. That guy's got the most game experience with all of us combined. But, you know, I'm really thankful that our coaches brought him here. The guy's a playmaker, a real baller.
Real quick, how much are you chomping at the bit to get out there on Saturday and get like a full-on game situation?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm taking every day, you know, day by day. But Saturday, when we get those opportunities to capitalize and be live, that's where it's make or break. That's where you separate.